folks. Welcome to Local Interest, where we bring you tidbits, tips, and tales, TALES, of what's going on in our little burg out here on the prairie under the beautiful, ever-changing Montana sky. Today is a special show outside of our regular schedule because the sheriff has promised us an official and exclusive update on the Main Street duck pond. I have it on good authority that his announcement is going to be a doozy. I am hoping Miss Gertrude will be joining us as well, but if she needs some downtime to recover from yesterday, it will be perfectly understandable.
Hey ho!
Miss Gertrude!
The one and only. Downtime, that's funny. Yeah, yes, good to be back on the ground.
What was it like being in the air?
You know the saying, what goes up must come down? When I was heading up, it was exhilarating, but that thought was like a broken record. I kept anticipating an inevitable crash.
Where exactly did you land? We heard you were safe, but that was it.
The sheriff will have to give you the official statement when he calls in. I hope I haven't said too much, but I can tell you that my hat blew off and I got plopped right into a bucket crane.
Where did that come from? I didn't see it when I walked by there at lunch yesterday.
It was parked behind the trees on the backside of the pond, or the big pile of dirt on what used to be the pond. Nobody saw it till I landed in it, 6 inches off on either side of that bucket, and I'd have gone splat, splat.
Oh my.
The sheriff and Goodspring got it lowered onto the filled-in pond. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to be graceful climbing out of one of those contraptions.
Well, at least the pond was gone, so you didn't fall into the water.
Worse, I landed on my butt, right on top of, wait for it,
Okay.
my purple spike aerators.
They were just sitting there?
Nope, they were attached to legs. Goodspring can share the details if and when he's cleared to talk. Right now, I believe it's classified.
How do you get yourself into these situations?
That is a very good question.
Hello, Local Interest.
Hello, Sullivan here, Sheriff Sullivan.
Sheriff, thanks for calling in. Can you give us the official story on what exactly has happened? We're all curious, and I say, a little bit on edge. Is something nefarious going on? Who covered over the pond and why? What about all the holes that were all over town? Where did the crane come from? Have you arrested anyone?
Whoa, one thing at a time. We're still trying to sort out some of the details. But first, let me say, and this is really important, although some unfortunate events have occurred, I want to assure everyone that no permanent damage has been done, and no crime has been committed by any person or persons. Our community is not in danger.
What about Ebenezer?
Ebenezer has been duly admonished. We gave him a strict talking to. As for the rest of it, I'm working with Hartford Goodspring on the details. But, I repeat, the community is in no danger. Mr. Goodspring is here with me in the barn, in my office.
Yes, yeah, am here, a little bit chagrined. I will explain what I can shortly.
Mr. Goodspring is anxious to clear up a few things regarding his personal involvement. Before he speaks, though, I will tell you that the pond was filled in by mistake.
That's a pretty big mistake.
It was an out-of-state contractor.
Bad GPS and no cell service.
Right address, wrong town. He was hired to fill in a ditch.
A ditch?
He saw the pond and did think it was pretty large, but he thought maybe that's what Montanans called a ditch. So he decided he was in the right place.
He wasn't.
The company has promised to make good, whatever we need.
Unbelievable. What about all those little holes? There are scads of little holes in everyone's yard.
I can't see Ebenezer making those.
Who is Ebenezer?
Ebenezer is my kid's Australian Shepherd. Just a puppy, really. They're still training him. I'm turning this over to Mr. Goodspring now.
Those garish and somewhat primitive spike aerators turned out to be oddly efficient, rather too efficient, in fact. The dog Ebenezer found them outside the county office and dragged them over to the shed behind my Goodsprings mechanical marvels shop.
Now this is where it gets interesting.
I had just finished programming a new lawnmower robot I call LM1 to put on shoes. LM1 scanned the purple boots, recognized them as footwear, then pulled them on. Partially, but they got stuck. Unable to remove them, LM1 went hopping all over town, puncturing the ground in yards and everywhere. When she got to the pond site, she made many more divots, then tipped over into the dirt and was partially buried. That's it.
She?
She reminded me of my Aunt Elizabeth when I finished the initial assembly.
So the legs Miss Gertrude saw sticking up, wearing her aerators, were
LM1s. I was tempted to name her Aunt Bessie, but I feared familial backlash.
I thought they looked metallic, the legs. I figured I was hallucinating, so I didn't mention it.
We extracted Aunt Bessie, or LM1, after you got up and insisted on walking home. Fortunately, the spikes weren't sharp because they had rubber tips.
Fortunately is relative. I bounced off. I was halfway home before I took a step. What's to become of her now?
I have added a human manual ignition start with a key and a remote kill switch to cease operation immediately if she gets frisky.
frisky. This was a lot more than frisky.
A common sense module to override impetuosity is currently in beta test. That sort of thing takes time to perfect. Meanwhile, her lawn mowing capabilities are unsurpassed.
Anything else, Goodspring?
No.
Can I get my spikes back?
Yes, just come over to my office. I'll have the kids clean them up a bit.
I appreciate that.
Oh, and we found your hat, too. It's a good thing your head wasn't inside.
What do you mean?
In simple terms, the wires got crossed. It exploded on impact.
Oh dear.
It was a prototype. Gen 2 will be helmet-based.
I think I'll pass. I don't want to go around looking like Newt Rockney, so no.
That is a decidedly odd analogy.
Who is Newt Rockneys?
Any questions? Please call my office.
So many. Thanks for the briefing, Sheriff, and Mr. Goodfellow.
You're welcome.
Good day, ladies.
Well, that was a doozy. He was right.
I will be happy to get my shoes back. I put a lot of work into those. The rubber tips were hard to source.
Where did you find those?
You don't want to know.
Okay, well, I just hope you're never going to wear them to a job interview again.
No, probably not, unless it's for a gardening job.
I would hang them up and be done.
That's the difference between you and me.
Local interest, who are we speaking with?
This is Wynona Wimberly, and I'm absolutely appalled.
As usual.
Fortunately, we have a sheriff who has a good head on his shoulders. Otherwise, this town would be on the brink.
On the brink of what, Winnie?
Chaos and dereliction.
That's harsh.
I want to know what we're planning to do about the pond. We can't just leave a big pile of dirt. It's not attractive. And obviously, there's at least one sinkhole. Dangerous.
The contractor's company said they will make good. We'll just ask them to undig it. Then we can go ahead with our previous plans to make a real pond and plant flowers. The ducks will come back.
Okay.
Okay. No judgmental arguments peering over your eyeglasses, your I spy glasses?
Nope, nope. I'm done trying to make sense of all the goings on around here lately. Gertie, you've always been a bit out there, but your obsession with hats is increasingly bizarre. There, I said it.
Bizarre. The label suits me. I like it.
And those so-called mechanical marvels are just plain weird. Technology is not safe in the wrong hands. Your latest exploit proves it.
I bet you still have that green rotary dial telephone.
It works just fine, thank you. When I tried a push button, Cleo made a bunch of prank calls. She just kept tapping redial.
Who did she call?
Everybody. Look, all I want, all of any of us want, is to live peacefully, quietly among good neighbors. I try to do my part.
I know you do. Peace and quiet are well and good, but I also want more. I want weird and wonderful.
Phooey.
Hello, you're on local interest. Margaret Pleckspeckle here. I want a hat.
One of my hats?
Oh no, you can't seriously be thinking of flying in one of her hats. It's not safe.
It was never my plan to actually lift off, you realize. I cannot in good conscience recommend it.
Thank goodness.
I will admit doing Mary Poppins for a day was on my bucket list. Look where that got me. Into an actual bucket.
Oh, the books were better than the movie.
They always are.
Oh, it's getting to be winter and my poor little house is hard to heat.
I hear that.
I hate to admit it, but I like to cook up a nice stew and watch the internet till the wee hours, quite educational if you can ignore the drivel.
Uh-oh. Did you see my live stream show?
Oh, sadly, yes.
It was a disaster, I know, but I really thought used old lady shoes could start a trend.
I don't care about your taste in footwear, or more accurately, my taste.
Well, they were in the dumpster.
When I said good riddance, I meant it. No more sensible shoes for me, or kitten heels for that matter. My late dear husband Conapee's brogues are kept for sentimental reasons. So you are selling our old discarded stuff online? What else are you fishing out of the trash and flipping? Oh, vacuum cleaners. She had some of those in her car.
Just needed a good cleaning. Same with the hairdryer hood and the push button phone, which works fabulously, by the way. I like to think of it as reversing obsolescence.
We will discuss this later. Anyway, Mrs. Pleckspeckle, the hat? Oh, I want a warm hat with a built-in remote control, radio, and TV tuner. Similar to that antenna thingamabob of yours, minus the flying feature. That I don't want.
It was not a flying feature, not intentionally anyway, so yes, I can create something like what you want. Any color preferences?
Oh, yes, color changing, like that other hat you made, the mood hat. But I choose the colors.
Wow, I didn't know you were paying attention.
Oh, I pay attention when it suits me.
I can't believe this. I thought you thought my ideas were wacky.
Oh, they are, but I need a hat. I'm done with the fast fashion. Bad for the environment. I want handmade, one of a kind.
Pleckspeckle, I'm floored. I will definitely come up with something special.
Oh, if you get that good fellow person involved to make sure the technology is truly innovative and safe, I might even invest in your little enterprise.
His name is Goodspring, not Goodfellow.
How do we really know that for sure?
Not answering that.
Well, it doesn't matter. He seems to know what he's talking about. Fascinating, man. He reminds me of my own dear Conape, may he rest in peace. He, too, was in many ways a genius. He played Paganini on his violin, you know. Not well, but he never stopped trying, never.
You're a brave woman.
Oh, set my teeth on edge to be sure, but I never told him.
Probably why you went out and bought so many shoes.
About that. If you're going to sell my old shoes, I want a cut. Most of them came from Sears and Roebuck catalog or Montgomery Ward's. They are real vintage, worth a pretty penny and then some, now that I think about it.
You threw them away.
You wouldn't have found them if I had not done so.
I guess you have a point, sort of, but maybe it's time to let go of Mr. P's collection?
Maybe. Let me know when you have something for me to try on. Hat, not shoes.
I will.
Well, let's wrap up. We've had enough excitement for one day.
I think you're right for once. I'm going to go get my aerators, then take a long nap.
Sweet dreams.
They should be, as long as they aren't about flying. But first,
Yes?
I have a great deal on some knockoff high-end sneakers, not authenticated, so they're cheap. You could use a new pair.
Nope, no thanks.
Really cheap.
Are they new?
Almost. Kind of.
Nope, thanks though.
Flash sale, 50% off to anyone mentioning local interest.
No advertising on the show.
I still don't get that.
I know you don't, and we're out. I'm done. You can answer.
Hello, local interest. Show's over today.
But this is important. You are really going to want to hear this.
Ah, the Sullivan kids. Go ahead, but please make it quick. I need a nap.
It's about Ebenezer, our dog.
What about him?
He found something. Shoes. A lot of shoes. Old ones. Very old ones.
At the dump? I know about those. I already hauled them out. They were from Mrs. Pleckspeckle.
These were in an old trunk up in the loft of our barn, inside shoe boxes that say Donaldson's Shoe Emporium. They're old, but they look new.
Known as NOS, New Old Stock. Donaldson's store here closed in the 1930s. This is exciting. What did your dad say?
He said to ask you what to do with them. You can have them, but we want a 50% cut of what you sell them for.
What's with everyone wanting a cut today? I will take a look when I come over to pick up my aerators, and we can make a deal then. 50% sounds a little steep.
We don't think so.
Whatever you do, don't let Ebenezer anywhere near them again.
Don't worry, we gave him a real talking to.
That's what your father said. I'm not convinced you can talk to a dog like that.
Ebenezer's different. He's a good listener. You just have to speak to him with a French accent.
You guys speak French?
We're learning, but it's the accent that matters, not the words.
Just keep him away from the shoes for now, okay? They're irreplaceable.
Oui, the shoes, they are safe in the barn. No, Ebenezer. No, it's his sock. No. We gave him some old socks to distract him, but he's still eating Dad's good ones.
Not my Argyles!
No, Ebenezer, no. Sorry, we have to go. See you later.
Shoes from the 30s? I better get over there. Whew! Au revoir, folks!